Welcome to Emilee's Paper Caper and welcome to Stamping Sunday. Stamping Sunday is an open collaboration hosted by Thelma Hall and crafted by The Pond. I'm going to be using some of my Julie Nutting Cling stamps. These are beautiful paper doll type stamps and I will show you how I use them. If anyone else out there loves Julie Nutting stamps like this, I would love to see what you have and how you use them. I will be making this a 2-week kind of video series where this week I'm just going to stamp and then next week I'll come back and show you how I paper pieced and created the paper dolls finished. The first stamp I have here is Rita, and she has a little type of pillbox kind of hat. I also have Audrey, and Audrey is kind of a 50s gal with a poofy skirt. And this lady, I am not sure what her name is, to be honest. If anyone knows, maybe you can tell me, but she kind of gives me a Princess Tiana kind of vibe. And she has some bows, and I think this is maybe a headband and another hat. So what I have set out here is first I will stamp them on plain white cardstock, and I can color the skin tones and the hair on the white. And for the clothing and the hats, I've pulled some pattern papers and scraps, and what I do is stamp the clothing and hats and things on these and then fussy cut them and layer them on top of the paper doll on the white. So we're going to do the stamping today, and next week I'll come back and show you the finished paper dolls. I've got my largest stamp block here, and she will fit on it if I turn the block kind of at an angle. And of course I'm stamping on an old phone book. This is the way I get the best crisp images. I'm going to do a couple of each doll because if I'm getting these out, I may as well make it worth the time. I've always loved paper dolls. And these stamps kind of remind me of paper dolls because you can either color them in or you can paper piece their clothing. We will do her dress in this polka dot, and it's okay if when you're doing it on the pattern paper, it's okay if you don't get her entire image. You really only need to have the dress showing, so the fact that this is going to fall off a little bit is totally okay. So see how her shoes are not going to be stamped? That's okay, because all I really want is to be able to cut out her dress. Will her dress fit on this? Not quite. Well, let's try this one. Wouldn't she look sharp in that stripe? The ink I'm using is VersaFine. This is my preferred ink, and I will link to it down in the description. You can find it on Amazon, I'm an Amazon associate and receive a commission for qualifying purchases. I like to be clear about that. That's one of the requirements of being an Amazon associate, is to be clear about the commission. So I always like to say that. You're not going to hear me recommending something that I haven't used myself many times. Okay, Miss Rita, back you go. And we'll get Audrey out next. My younger daughter's name is Audrey, so I think it's really fun that one of these dolls is named Audrey. Here she is. Isn't she a cutie? And she has a cute hat and everything. Okay, let's get her on the plain white card first. I have a friend who doesn't care for these stamps because there's not a face on the little ladies, but sometimes I just draw the face in. And that's kind of fun too, just to be creative and give her some rosy cheeks and a cute little face. So next week I'll show you some with and without a face drawn in. Okay, what kind of paper should we put her dress on? I've got a pretty yellow on this side and a stripe. Will she fit? Yeah, she'll fit. Don't know if I like it, but you know, what do we have to lose, right? Oh, that might be cute. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Let's give her a purple hat and skirt. And I want to find some cute little pattern paper for her top. See how in the sample here they have a solid skirt and then a pattern on her top. So I think that's a good idea and would be fun. So I'm going to try to find some little pattern scraps. Would be cute for Miss Audrey. There, I think this pattern will go with the purple and this one will go with the yellow. Super cute. Let's get her top inked up. Oh, that's gonna be really cute. I feel a bit like a fashion designer when I get these stamps out. I do not sew. My mom is an excellent seamstress, but I think it skips a generation because I never had the patience to have her teach me how to sew. I learned some very basics in a 4-H group, but I never really stuck with it to learn a lot. But I do still like paper dolls. All right, Miss Audrey, back you go into your home. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to call her Tiana. There's not a name on her. If somebody knows her name, let me know. No idea, but I think she looks like Disney's Princess Tiana, so. Lovely lady. All right, now, what kind of fabric? That just isn't. I think I like this one, so we'll try that, but let me find something a little more fabulous. Okay, so this is actually an electric guitar. I don't obviously want to use that side, but this side has a really pretty gold foiling on it. I think that'll be gorgeous on her dress. So let's try this. I don't need to get all of her. I just need to get her dress. I need to get it on the foiling. Oh yeah. That's gonna be fun. It'll look really, really different once it's cut out too. So I hope you'll come back next week to see how it looks. It's gonna be cool too. She has a number of other things here. A beautiful hat, a bow, but I really like her with the crown on, so I'm not going to stamp those. On my scrapbooking videos, I've been doing scrapbook confessions, but this will be a stamping confession. I'm terrible about cleaning my stamps, absolutely terrible. But my secret trick is that I use baby wipes, and baby wipes are definitely affordable, easy to use, and they do a nice job of cleaning stamps. I also have a water-based stamp cleaner and this stamp scrubber, and those work great too for a more detailed stamp, but I find I'm just so terrible about it that a lot of times I just grab a wet wipe and clean the stamps that way. So that's today's confession. Maybe I should just make them paper crafting confessions, since you can stamp with scrapbooking and junk journaling and things. Anyway, that's a new thing I've been trying to do on my videos, to do little confessions of things that I've learned over the years and that I'm sure many of us have experienced, but if you're newer, maybe you haven't. So just sharing a little love. All right, let's take a look at everything we used today. We used Tiana and Rita and Audrey. I did 2 of each doll on white, and then I did 2 outfits for each doll on a pattern. There we go. Keep on scrapping and paper crafting, everyone.